Hello, friend, and welcome. If you're new here, I'm excited to meet you, and if you're returning, I hope you're having a much better day than the last time that we talked. Today, I really just want to ask Shadow for a message. What is it that our shadow side wants us to know? And I want to remind you that your shadow actually loves you. Your shadow is the only part or anything that remembers who you are completely authentically 100% you. And your shadow normally likes to come in and talk about the masks that we're wearing that are no longer serving us, likes to bring up, reminders of, our childhood and the times that we were happy. But sometimes that means we have to work through discomfort and, things that we'd rather kind of forget. The point of your shadow isn't to hurt you. The point of your shadow is to help you grow into the best version of you that you can be. But sometimes that involves a little bit of remembering things that did hurt us and working through it and processing it in real time. So, what is it that our shadow wants us to know? What is the message our shadow wants us to hear? So that way we can harmonize and move forward. Oh, these cards are flying. Okay. Literally, shadow has a message. Let's start with winter. The irony being, if you live in the Midwest of the United States like I do right now, it is very winter right now. There is so much snow, and we've had snow days for the past 2 days. Happiness for the kids, but it's only December, so let's hope that the snow accumulation doesn't mean that they have to do extra days at the end of the year. That's neither here nor there. Let's talk about winter and how it applies to you, though. So when I know that you're in your winter season, I know that things are happening internally and externally nothing's happening. It's one of those times where you're doing the things, you're journaling, you're, doing the self-care, you're doing the affirmations, you're doing all the things. And you feel different, but your external circumstances feel very they look very much the same. Right now, what you're doing is you're just digging deeper roots. What do I mean by that? A tree doesn't stop growing in the winter. In fact, that's when it has its most growth. It's when it digs deeper roots. It's when it stretches its branches and its trunk a little bit taller, a little bit higher, so that way it can get the sun that it needs, so that way its roots can get more anchored and it can be a more sturdy tree. Trees continue to grow, but the growth is unnoticeable until spring happens. So right now, you're just in that growth phase. You're just in the point of, yes, you're doing the work. You are changing. You are doing everything right. It's just you're in your winter season, which can feel aggravating because right now I'm pretty much telling you to trust the process and have patience, which is not fun to hear, but it is what needs to be done. It is where you're at right now, and this is how we are going to move forward. The key. The message I'm getting with this card, actually, Shadow wants me to do both together. So we got the key and grief. Okay. Grief is where we're at right now. I get that. Grief is not a fun place to be. You're in a period of grieving. You're in a period of loss. You're in a period of something. Now let's talk about the key. Because the key here isn't going to be one simple answer. But it's not going to be super complex either. The key is just you choosing to choose yourself. And yes, that sounds simple and easy. Again, it's one of those things where the answer is simple, but the actual doing is more complex and it's a bit more sloppy. The key here is that you need to take care of yourself. You need to focus on yourself. You need to put yourself first. And you're going to be like, Kirsten, I have been doing that so much. How is that the answer to what I'm going through right now? Why is Spirit telling me about this key? Because what you're looking for is you're looking for something external. You're looking for something physical. A key represents something physical that we need to unlock something. But that's not what you need. You're already doing what you need to be doing. You're already doing the thing. You are already your own key. You are already the one that has access to everything that you are. You just need to remember it. It's not something external that you need. It's already inside of you. You already have it. Because this grief, it's real. I know it's real. I can feel it for you. But you are the only one that can process it. The thing about grief is there's no way to just get over it. The only way to get over grief is to walk through it. I know it's not what you want to hear, but it's the truth. Sometimes the easiest thing to do when you're in a moment of loss, when you're feeling so disconnected, is just to do the mundane. And you're like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Hear me out. If you can get yourself to take a shower, to do your dishes, and maybe do some laundry, it doesn't have to all be in one day. It can be spread across a couple days if you need to. But if you can do that, that is you taking care of yourself. Any act that you do to take care of yourself is something that is going to help you through this process. I'm not saying it's going to make you happy. I'm not saying it's going to bring instantaneous joy or a spark of happiness. But you're going to be thankful when you have clean clothes. You're going to feel a little bit about that. You're going to be happy when your dishes are done and you don't have a sink full of dishes. You're going to feel a little bit about that. Trust me when I say the mundane and putting yourself in the present is what's going to help you through this. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fun. There's no magic cure. It's just one day at a time, unfortunately. Then we have the Door of Dreams. Door of Dreams is here to remind you that yes, one door closed, but also other doors open. And this could be the last thing you want to hear. I get it. Especially if this grief is so recent. I get it. Understand, though, that you don't have to know what the other doors are right now. You can decide what you want those doors to be. We can't change the past, unfortunately, but we can change our future. So, with the Door of Dreams here, start dreaming. Start imagining what you want your life to look like moving forward. Give yourself that ability to start visualizing your new life, to start seeing yourself happy, in whatever capacity that looks like for you. Give yourself the opportunity to open the door of dreams and allow yourself to dream of a time and a place where everything is as you want it to be. And let that become your North Star, your guiding star. Let that help you through this grief, through this process. Because you know how I said the key is internal? This is the key. You already have the access and the ability to find your own way out of this. But we need to start dreaming. We need to start dreaming, and we need to start just imagining and visualizing and giving ourselves a chance to believe into something else other than what our present moment is. Let that become your guiding star. Let that become your North Star. Let that be your goal, your focus. And when you don't know where to go next, just ask yourself how you can get yourself closer to this. Here's what is going to come from the tarot cards. What Shadow has to say with the tarot cards. Because so far, this message has been a bit rough. Not gonna lie. But also, I understand why Spirit's coming across with this message. Well, Shadow, I should say. 6 of Pentacles in its reverse position. This is about you allowing yourself to receive. And when I mean receive, I mean allowing yourself to accept what is given to you and understand that you might not like the way that it's come to you or why you have it, but allow yourself to be open to what it is that is coming to you. Not saying you have to take everything. A lot of times, in my own personal life, I've had people who are like, hey, just take this, it's free. Okay, well, just because it's free doesn't mean I want it. You can refuse things that don't serve you. But at the same time, in this moment, you're going to tell yourself that, it's not the way I wanted it, so I'm not going to take it, isn't necessarily the right way to handle this. This is one of those things where your time and your energy are already probably low and you're probably feeling, short. Allow other people to be able to help you. This doesn't just have to be finances. This can be people helping you clean your house. This can be people cooking dinners for you. This could be people helping you do your laundry, maybe someone watching the kids. Allow yourself to receive, so that way you have the time and the chance to do what you need to for yourself. Wheel of Fortune. This is that unfortunate reminder here that, the world keeps spinning. Just because your world has stopped doesn't mean that the world itself stops. And that's not something that's fun to hear right now. I get that. But it's also a reminder that nothing actually does come to a stop or a standstill. Things keep moving. Things keep changing. And this grief, that loss, yeah, that has come to an end. But their cycle is going to go on in a different way. And now your cycle needs to go on in a different way. You need to continue to move forward. And it doesn't have to be, at the same speed of everything else. That's fine. Slow and steady wins the way. Slow and steady wins the race. Tortoise and the hare. Go ahead. Take your time with this. Move yourself gently, one day at a time, and that's fine. But remember that things are going to get better. It might take time. I'm not saying it's going to be instant, but things are going to get better. Then we have the Empress in her reverse position. Irony here is that whenever I see the Empress in her reverse position, my mind already knows that you're in a winter season. That is my normal go-to story for this Empress in her winter, in her reverse position. And we already got the winter card. So just in case you needed an extra reminder that right now is just that winter season where you do the internal, where you work on yourself and you allow yourself to grow, and that the external will take its own time to catch up. Right now, you're just in winter. Spring will come. It has to. Because, again, everything keeps moving, including your own personal seasons. You have your own personal seasons that are different than the seasons that you're experiencing in the real world, and that's okay. You might be in this winter for a couple more months. You might be in this winter for 6 months. I don't know. It's one of those things that you're going to have to figure it out as you go along. But know that spring will come. It has to. That's just how the world works. Nothing stays stagnant. Everything is always moving. You're just in that winter season. Then we have the Ace of Swords in its reverse position. Aces are always about new beginnings, no matter if they're in their upright or reverse position. But here, with the swords being in its reverse position, this is just more confirmation that the information that you received wasn't information that you were actually looking forward to. When the ace cuts to the truth and it lets you see clearly what it is that's truly going on, a lot of times it's that, oh snap, that's not what I wanted to hear. A lot of times it's finding out that someone's cheating on you, or that you've been backstabbed, or that you didn't get that promotion you're going for. It's a truth, yeah, but it's not a pleasant truth. But here's the thing about the ace. As I said, it's about new beginnings in its upright or reverse position. You have the ability to figure out how it is that you want to handle this and move forward. In fact, it's your responsibility to figure out how you're going to choose to move forward through this. So allow yourself to start visualizing and start dreaming, because aces are new beginnings. Swords is all about that air mentality. It's your intellect. It's also your imagination. So yeah, the circumstances aren't great. I get that. This isn't what you wanted. But you know what? You need to see things for what they are and understand that you have the ability to do something with that knowledge, to create, to imagine, to make a plan, to make a goal, to do something. So that way you know where you're going to move forward to. And you know what? What you decide today might change tomorrow, and that's okay. But at least it's given you a chance to move forward to get you closer to what's really meant for you. I'm just going to ask for some advice to help us, what it is that's going to help us get through this winter season, because clearly we're in a place of stillness. We're in a place of, grief. We're in a place of uncomfortableness. We're not in a great time right now. And I also want to mention, if you're watching this around the time that I'm recording this, this is right between Thanksgiving and right before Christmas. And this is a hard time, specifically to be in a grief state. So Understand that during this holiday season, you don't have to be happy. You don't have to be joyous. You don't have to feel how everyone else is feeling. You don't have to be like the Hallmark movies. You don't have to be anything than what you currently are. And if you're not happy this season, if you're not feeling jolly, if you don't want to decorate, that is okay. Don't feel like you have to just because it's the expectation of the season. Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. I have been talking about that a lot, about moving out of stagnation and understanding that you do have to move forward. And yes, easier said than done, I know. But, even just washing one dish. If you can get yourself to wash one dish, that's better than nothing. If you can get yourself to take a shower that day, that's better than nothing. Just find one little thing that you can do to get yourself out of stagnation and into motion. I'm not saying it has to be grandiose. I'm not saying that it's going to solve all your problems. But if you can get yourself to do little things, those little things amount to bigger things. So yeah, Dust Devil, getting yourself out of stagnation, it's going to take a little bit of mental work, and it's going to take some physical work, and it's going to feel sloppy and uncomfortable, and that's okay. It's just part of the process. The Crossing, Initiation. This card, I've seen it a lot, and this is the first time where I'm like, oof, this is a different type of initiation than I've ever expected or thought about it, but it still is an initiation, I get it. It's not an initiation like you're gonna get accepted into this really cool frat or whatever. It's more like a self-initiation, where you are finding yourself as a different person now, and you have to cross that pivotal bridge. It's one of those things where moving forward, you are initiating yourself into a different type of lifestyle than how you used to live. Not by choice, I get it, but you're at this portal, either you cross or you stay still. And standing still doesn't move you any further, it doesn't get you anywhere. So eventually you have to move forward, you have to cross. Again, I get this is not something that you wanted. And that's okay that it's not what you wanted. But what you have to do is figure out what you want next. And that takes a lot of acceptance. And sometimes that's easier said than done, I know. But we can do this. Whale Saw, Resonating. So this card comes with two different messages here. The first thing that really stuck to me is the water. And I know more than anyone how cleansing and healing water can be. Whenever I'm at my worst, I take a shower. Even if I've already had one that day, if I'm feeling overwhelmed and just out of sorts and I cannot focus and I need to have a good cry, I take a shower. Also, crying in the shower helps with the headaches. So allow yourself to find some type of reprieve with water. Maybe that's you taking a relaxing bubble bath. Maybe that's you taking a shower. Maybe you do a water ritual. Whatever is right for you, do what's right for you. And if you're like, none of that makes sense, then just take a shower. You always feel better after you take a shower. And then Whale Song, Resonating, the other part of this card, is right now, I get that everything kind of feels muted. And that you kind of feel like you're, in a bunch of static. But if you allow yourself to silence, and go internal and meditate just a little bit, if you allow yourself to dream and use that imagination just a little bit, you'll feel something resonate that feels like life again. You'll feel something resonate that feels like happiness again, that feels like joy. Or maybe it's just curiosity. Maybe it's just, an idea or a thought. Focus on that and allow it to resonate. Allow it to help you find your new vibration, find your new space, find your new understanding of who you are. It might be confusing at first, but give it time. Dream Thief, Refusal of the Call. So some of you are probably going to say, Kirsten, my dreams have already been stolen. The loss. I get it. I 100% get it. You had plans, you had dreams, you had ambitions, and now this all got taken away because the person that you were going to do this with is gone. I get it. But that doesn't mean everything has to stop. It just means that we need to pivot. Refusal of the call is you refusing to let yourself dream, let yourself envision, let yourself imagine. And that is what is stealing your dreams. That is what the reluctancy is doing for you. So in this reading, we've gotten the key in the door of dreams. So when I got the key, reminder was that it's inside of you. That's not an external thing, that it's something that's inside of you. Then we got door of dreams, which was for you to be able to focus and imagine the life, your new version of your life. And then we asked Huts to help us through this winter season. And it's you to realize that there's something that you're refusing. I'll let you decide what it is that you're refusing, because with grief and loss, there's a variable of things that the answer could be, and I'm not just going to call out one thing because this is a collective reading. But be honest with yourself. What refusal are you refusing? What are you refusing? What are you just absolutely not letting yourself accept? And how can you start accepting it? How can you start giving in? How can you start letting yourself dream again? I just want to ask for some encouragement now, because we know what we have to do. We know what we're at. We understand that this is going to take its time, but just a little bit of encouragement to help us through this winter season, through this grieving period, through this loss. What is it that you can give us to help us through this? You are not too much. I love how this has a waterfall in it with it as well, because whenever we feel like we're too much, it's typically because of our emotions and how we're handling them. And this is a reminder that you are not too much. You're just going through something really difficult, and it feels heavy and it's weighty. I get that, but you are not too much. Just like there's beauty in this waterfall, there is beauty in what you're going through. And allowing yourself to share and open up and talk with other people is important too. Even if you can only share a little bit, that's enough. Allow yourself to remember that you are not too much. You're just going through something very heavy. And you know what? Going through something very heavy, it's not your fault. There's nothing you can do about it. You're just experiencing and trying to handle what was given to you. The risk is worth the reward. You're like, here's and how does this apply? You have been staying in the same spot. You're in your winter season. I get this. But you know what you haven't been risking? What you haven't been allowing yourself? Based off this reading, you haven't been allowing yourself to dream. You haven't been allowing yourself to accept that there could be something good or better for you. You've been in such a stalemate type of state. And I don't mean this in a negative. I'm just saying this as an observation, that you have not given yourself the chance to imagine what this new life is. So the risk is worth the reward is literally you allowing yourself to imagine, to see things differently, to open yourself up to new experiences. And it's going to be worth it. But it starts with you doing it. Keep the promise you made to yourself. I think this is one of the softest encouragements I've ever received in a reading. I honestly, Spirit and Shadow don't have much more to say with this one, so I'm not going to elaborate on it. Keep the promise you made to yourself. Let it be messy. This is one of those things where, yeah, it's going to be messy, it's going to be sloppy, it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. Let it be messy. Let the grief process be messy. Let your life right now be messy. Let your emotions be messy. Let your art be messy. Let your work be messy. It's okay. Let it be messy. You're not in a space or a place where perfectionism is even important. Perfectionism is just an illusion anyway. So, life right now is a mess, and that's okay. In case you need that permission, let it be messy. And this is your reading, and this was a hard and heavy reading. Shadow came out with a very strong and important message for those of you who are going through this loss. And community is a big part of having the ability to get over grief. If you don't feel like you have a community, go ahead and say something in the comments. Let us hear your story and let yourself be supported. This is a tough time, and I get it. But you are strong enough to do this, and you can do it. Everything here tells me that you can do it. Shadow is telling me you can do this. It's just about allowing yourself to imagine, to be open to receiving, and allowing yourself to, be vulnerable about how you feel. You got this. It's a hard time. It's a tough time, especially if you're watching this around the holidays that we're having now. It's even extra difficult with that holiday pressure. But you can do this. Just take it one day at a time. If that's too much for you, take it 1 hour. If that's too much, then take it 1 minute. Take it at whatever speed you need to go. Slow and steady. You got this. You can do this. I love you, and I cannot wait to hear your success story.